Welcome back everyone to another episode of Satisfactory. So the update literally just dropped. I was going to do an episode and then I went to play the game and I seen an update and I'm like, oh, that's the main branch. Okay, let me check this out. And lo and behold, right before I started to record, we got the experimental to stable. So now everyone should have this update. Pretty safe to play. I'm pretty excited about that. Welcome back if you guys haven't been here in a while. To catch you up from Season 2, I'm going to call this officially the start of Season 3 since it's a new update. We've removed all the old stuff. I've went and got a whole ton of hard drives. We've done a whole ton of research. We still have some research to do. I have 5 hard drives and there's one in there right now being researched. But we tore out a lot of the older stuff. I'm producing a 24 encased industrial beams per minute and 24 computers per minute. Now, if you look in the upper corner there, I did find a alternate computer recipe when we did some research. If you guys want to check out and catch up on Season 2, you can see it in the top pinned comment down below. It'll give you all the playlist I have so far. There's not much I've done on this playlist, or this playthrough, that hasn't been really recorded. But we have exciting stuff to come up now. We can go vertically. We can build new stuff, go vertically. There's so much to unlock and to see and to do. So we're going to go ahead and check out, see if this... Oh, look at that. It's done. Let's see what we have here. What? This is cool. Plus 5 inventory slots. This is new too. This has to be new. I've never ever seen this come up, or personally, I've never even heard of it. So what do we have here? Alternate blueprint, modular frames. Oh, this is killer. Look at this, some steel pipes and some reinforced iron frames instead of... Oh, actually, is that even cheaper? 6 per minute, 4 per minute. I don't know. I'd have to do the math on this one. But what we have here, the alternate blueprint for a Stator. This one produces 9 per minute, and this one produces 6. See, I don't even know if these are really even cheaper, or they just give you the ability to pump out more for less power. It's kind of a hard one to decide, but I'm actually going to go with 5 inventory slots, to be honest, because just I've never seen that before, and that's really cool. Nice. Now we have an even bigger inventory. I wonder how big this thing gets. You can carry around like a whole plant on you at this rate. But we got to get another hard drive going. There we go. So we have 10 minutes on that. The other things we can do too is alien organs. I think we have enough of those hanging around. Apparently I can't review them if something else is being researched. But we can research these too. We need to research that. We need to research these and supercomputers. Apparently we need 10 of those. So I need to build myself 9 more supercomputers by hand. In this update, you can no longer do the alternate recipes by hand. So you have to do like the old school recipes if you're going to do it. So I got some stuff to go to get together. I have to grab some computers, put together some limiters, and some high-speed connectors. This really isn't too big of a deal. I just got to run over to our computer plant over here and grab all of the machines. It's actually completely full right now. We have tons and tons of computers going. So as I was telling you guys earlier, I'm at the end production for my computers here, and as you can see, these things are just not producing at all. We're completely full. So I have 2 full double storage of computers. So I'm going to actually take a couple stacks back with me. I've been grabbing a whole bunch of stuff out of this whole factory because it's just sitting still. So I mean, I may as well. It's easier than keeping a storage at this point. But I'm going to bring these items back with me and get everything together that I need. Now, I'm kind of excited too. In the future, we can actually compact this plant now. If I want to come back and redo it with that alternate recipe we see up top. I don't think I'm going to unlock that at the moment because I don't feel like going back and getting some more quartz. We actually took a trip in an earlier episode and went and checked out the quartz and grabbed some up, but we got to automate that soon too. So there's a lot this season to get done. I'm pretty excited. Well, we have our 10 supercomputers ready to go here. I've added some more storage and just kind of put away that stuff so I can make stuff on the fly as I need. And look at that. Oh, wow. How often does this come up? I wonder how many times you can do this. So this is the alternate blueprint still in Ingot. So this one uses 3 iron ingots and some coal, as opposed to iron ore and coal. And this produces 7.5, where this will produce 11.25. And this one is for cadmium wire. It does look like, because cadmium cadmium got a lot cheaper in this update, so that might actually be kind of useful. But this one here really intrigues me. So it's a 1-to-1. So this one looks like you do get actually more production out of your steel. So we're gonna go for this. I think that one's a good one right there. Okay, awesome. And now we should be able to do our supercomputer research with 10. And that's actually going to leave us with half an hour before this one is complete. So now it's time for us to go and finally do some tidying up. I want to make our verticals, here we go in their logistics, our conveyor lifts. I haven't touched these yet because I was a little more nervous. I did jump into the experimental a little early because I seen the little updates they were doing and I was pretty confident with it. But now I'm going to actually make some changes here. So ugly areas like over there, where we have everything going up a ramp or just simply spaghetting itself up into a second floor, we're going to go and take a look at getting that going vertical. Oh, I wish it was daytime. Nighttime's nice in this game, though. I don't mind it at all. It's still pretty bright. I mean, the moon, the moon moves pretty damn fast. So areas like this madness right here. This is so ugly. I hate this. So it's coming around all nice and stacked and then conveyored up and then back around because that's just how Goofy had to do it. So now I can bring it out straight and then pull it up and into this belt system right here. So I'm going to do a little bit of renovation. I'm going to tear this all out. This is going to make our production go a little wonky, but that is okay. We'll have this up and running back in no time. Alright, so after a little bit of renovation here, I've actually brought this entire stack. Let me get up here. There we go. Good view of it. So the stack used to come around this way and then kind of go up that way and around. So I brought this whole row right out to the edge here and lined this up with it. And I think a good idea is to attach it to this one to go to the top and then give some clearance in behind it to go to the bottom one. I think that's the best it'll look. So we're going to go with the same speed, the Mark IV, and oh my god, this is going to save so much money. Just in conveyor money, just in the effort in conveyor belts going upwards. So I see a little bit of a problem here. It's going to be hard to eye up the exact distance, but we're going to try to go for that, which is, now that I see it, way too low. So I wonder what the best way to tackle something like this is. Let's try the bottom one first, and then it should be just slightly above the top one. See, like this one's a little easier. I think the arrows go in the middle. If I'm right, did that one line up? Yes, the arrows go into the middle. So is that too short? It's too short. That is okay though. Because if I take this out and get my butt up there, I should just have to redo it just like this. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Okay. I just figured out the best way to tackle this. Clip it down there. Clip it up here. Oh, that's really easy. Okay, so let's take this one out and get the second one going up. Oh, this looks so awesome. I love it. No more upward spaghetti. That looks so cool too, how it just kind of stacks it going up. That's actually really, really neat. Okay, let's get the second one on here. So we're going to clip it to the bottom. Bring it around, and ooh, it kind of already knows the top. That's neat. Okay, this one here, just double check. Are we off a little bit? It almost looks like it curved. Oh, it went down. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the levels are really sensitive. Let's try that again. Alright, much better results that time. So it looks like it actually has clipping points that line up to other things aside from the conveyor belt itself. But look at that. That in itself is satisfying. I've been wanting to see this for so long. Oh, it's so much cleaner. I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. And it'll fill all of this back up for us. Nice and good to go. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. I have all of this coming in, and it's going up a ramp. We can get rid of this whole ramp system and rid of a lot of this. I wonder, because the middle lines up right here, I can probably bring it back around here on a level, and then bring it up all nice and neat. Yeah, let's do that. I gotta get rid of a lot of this line then. Okay, so I had this rubber coming out, going down this way, combining, and then going out here, and then up the ramp, and then back there, all the way to there. So what I'm gonna do here is actually invert these mergers, have them go this way, and then merge into here, and then go out. Oops, I'm sorry, wrong one. Merge into this one, and then go straight out and up and into there. So that eliminates a lot of the line that was going up that way. So this is looking so much better already. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Okay, nice. Got that done. So these three here are going to merge into this one down here, and then it'll go straight up into that one. Awesome. So I got to do the same thing here, but I need three. I need three of these to go up. So perfect. The rubber actually happens to be the one exactly on the bottom. And I got to bring two lines. These two lines right here, the quick wire. Actually, taking a look at it now, I might be able to. I doubt I could sneak it through these machines. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. There's definitely not enough clearance in between them. So they are going to have to come around and then up this way. But I'm going to just bring them in on top of these that are already here. And then all three can come in off where this merger is. Okay, I got to get to work. Looking at it now, it seems they've actually improved the hitboxes for all of these machines. And oh my god, there's my map. Wow, I just pressed the map button by mistake, and I've never even thought to take a look at it. Oh, that's actually pretty neat. I like that. Okay, cool. We'll come back to this later. It's nice actually having the map again. Looks a little hard to read, but at least they have like the height lines and stuff in. That's really neat. Okay, what happens if I try to squeak a line in between these? Will it work? Let's find out. Let's take out. We'll just do the classic right across here. No, it's encroaching. Yeah, it's definitely not going to go through here. It's way too tight, but it looks like you can get them a lot closer still than you could before, because on this side it's pretty close, like almost right to where that arm is. It's nice. Okay, I gotta get this done. Alright, so here we go. We're pretty much ready to go up to that new level with our elevators, but there's a problem right here because the rock comes out and it's gonna really make that really hard and ugly. So we're gonna hide that with foundations and actually run them up here. So I'm hoping we actually have enough room to run 3 of those elevators up and then over. So this one should be relatively easy. We're gonna start out. Should I run? No, it should clip to this. So let's go ahead, take the, yeah, there we go. It lines up, clips. How close can we get it to the wall? We want it as close as possible. And then just right over the top. So maybe I should fly up there and see if I can't place it from the top. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what we want right there. So it has to be in line with this level up here, which hopefully is that. Looks like it. Let's go ahead and check that out. See how good my eyeing up skills are. Oh, beauty, just like that. There we go, nice. Okay, so that row is done. Let's go ahead and connect the bottom. There we go. So now our rubber is vertically coming up to us. Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. And now we have 2 more levels to do. So I wonder how close together we can get these things. Or if we have to give them like a whole nother row of clearance. So that's our next challenge, to see if we can stack them nicely to stay in line with these. Okay, so looking at these conveyor lifts, I'm actually able, apparently, to place one. Oh yeah, look at that. Right up against the other one, even though the opening is right there. So these can actually be stacked really close to each other. I like that. So I'm going to place, I think, my supports right about here. That way I should be able to clip another one in relatively close. Oh, this is going to be nice. Okay, so I got the next one here, and it looks like that placement is just perfect. Now, you don't see this little part here when placing it down. That confused me a little bit at the beginning, but once you clip it, it definitely fills in. So I gotta fly my butt up there and try to get this lined up. Rotate the top with the middle mouse button. I'm gonna assume this lines up to the next level because it's just above the other one. Let's see how well this clips together. Oh, it does go down a little bit. Okay. I mean, I could deal with that, but let's see what happens if we lower this, if the belt will actually sit nicely on top of the other one. Oh, that's perfect. That's completely acceptable in my opinion. It's sitting on the other one. There's enough clearance for each item because, of course, it's in line with the other one. And look at that. They literally run right up. You can get stuff in real tight. Oh, that's sick. Okay, let's do the third one. So the way I did this is I went on the outside, 1, 2, 3 spaces over. So this one's on the outside. So we're going to go 2 spaces over. There we go. And this should give us just enough clearance for that other one to fit in there, if I did this right. Oh my goodness, look at these bends. They're really tiny. I think that actually may be too short on the top. Oh, no, it worked. Okay. Well, let's clip a lift on that. And, oh. Is it, oh no. I went a little bit too far back. Okay. See? Never second guess yourself. Alright, so 2 spaces over from the other one does it perfectly, just like that. Now, I'm going to fly up there and then actually hook it up from above. That seems to be the easier way to do it. There we go, and that should be good at its spot there. Clipping it in there. Oh, I think I did it too low. I did. Dang. Do over. Right there, I think that's a sweet spot. So I should be able to see the hole just sitting on top and then go over. Okay, yeah, that's how to do it. Okay, so next time just kind of jump on top of the one that I'm stacking and you're good to go. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. That looks so nice and neat. That really satisfies my need for that because like since the beginning of the game I've pretty much been screaming for that. Oh, that's awesome. So, we got all of this cleaned up. I do have some rogue power lines here, but we'll get around to fixing those some other time. Chief propaganda here. Or, chief propaganda. Now, I almost want to fix this one here, too. Yep, we got to fix this one over here. I'm going to line this one up exact. This shouldn't be too hard to do at all. So, 1, 2 spaces over from the other one. We'll go straight up with it. Extend that belt out. There we go. Get my butt up there. Go up. And then I should be able to line up. It would be neat if you could see the green lines line up with the conveyor belts that are kind of sitting there. That would be a really nice quality of life item. And there we go. Oh, look at that. That wasn't hard to fix either. Oh, this is awesome. I love having this. Okay, so we got a lot of our spaghetti cleaned up over here. This is nice practice. Now, anything I do from now on, I can do this. What is our max height for these things? Okay, so, whoops. Didn't mean to cancel that. Let's try that again. Wow, that is pretty tall, but it's not incredibly tall. So each level takes 2, right? Yeah, it takes 2. So that should be 25 meters tall is the max distance on these things. So even if you do like 100 and something meters, I think you could just clip these things into each other. Go one over and then one over again. Still makes things a hell of a lot easier than doing all that spaghetti stuff. Oh, this is awesome. We should actually be pretty close to having our research done too. Let's take a quick look at that. Yes, we are. We've probably been done for a while. I kind of got lost in redoing all of that, but that's the fun of this game. It's actually like the rebuilding. Nice. So let's go take a look at our hub tier 6. We'll get a another hard drive going here. I'm glad I saved a lot of this for the expansion, and this is what I was mentioning earlier in my episodes, is that I really didn't want to go too hard on the hard drives, pun intended, because of all the new stuff, right? So we'll give that one a 10-minute research and see what tier 6 has to give us. Advanced Cadmium Electronics. So now we can get more inventory slots. The Power Pole Mark III, so you can have up to 10 power line connections. And a little cleaner with the power. You can scan for geysers. You can, ooh, the Programmable Splitter will be nice. But in order to do that, we're going to need 50 heavy modular frames, which I'm going to have to make by hand. 20 supercomputers, which I'm going to have to make by hand. And we still have a ton of motors in our inventory. So that one's going to take a little while to get done. We also have the computer milestone to unlock. What's in here that we don't have? Oh yes, the steel ingots. I could do a couple of these up real quick. Expanded. I don't even have this researched. Okay, I'm going to go grab some modular frames. And we're going to grab some steel. Oh, wait, the milestone is iron ore and coal? Okay, well, I'm going to go grab iron ore, coal, and 50 modular frames. Okay, well, that was actually pretty easy. I just sniped it out of the machines, only took a minute or two. So we're going to get that alternate recipe done. And we're going to go over to tier 5 or tier 6. Oh, I want to do the tier 6 stuff so bad. We got to expand my pockets. So let's grab that one up here too. I have to grab some more cables. I just made a fresh batch. Cables, I think, is one thing I'm going to have to automate sooner or later. I keep making those stupid things by hand, and it just takes forever. There we go. So apparently now I have more inventory slots that I didn't have before. Damn it. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so good, but it's so expensive. 20 supercomputers, some modular frames, and some motors. You know what? I can do this while we do some research with the hard drives. That'll pass the time. Alright, so we have another research that's due up here. I'm still working on making the frames. I got 29 done so far. It's a lot of work by hand when you can't make the alternate recipes anymore. So here we got another circuit board recipe, which is 16 rubber and 24 copper wire, which isn't bad at all. We also got the iron ingot alternate recipe, which mixes copper wire and iron instead of one iron and produces 11.25 as opposed to 7.5. And we also have an alternate stator recipe here too. So this one will produce 9 per minute as opposed to 6. So I'm actually going to go with this here as opposed to this at the moment. We're going to go with the stator. Our next hard drive research actually should be done now. I have almost have the computers together, so it's taken about 20 minutes. Not too big of a deal. I hate doing this stuff by hand. Really motivates me to actually start making a big like storage facility with a whole bunch of just slow product coming into it. It doesn't need to be a fast plant, but it's also going to be large. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to build something like that, but it can be stacked. So we can do like multiples of it and keep adding to it as we get more and more items. But anyways, we have some new stuff to choose from here. We have an alternate blueprint for a beacon. Oh, wow. So an oscillator 4 steel pipes. And a steel beam for one of those ones. Modular frames. Okay. We have 6 reinforced iron plates. Plus 6 steel pipes. 6 per minute, and this is 4 per minute. I don't know. They're a little bit of a hard sell, but because steel is actually much cheaper now, it actually might be worth it. So I'm going to take that modular frame one and get another one going, and I should actually have everything to complete this milestone here very shortly. And there we go. We're complete. We have 20 computers, supercomputers, 20 heavy or 50 heavy modular frames, and 100 motors. I love that there's a coffee cup sitting on the corner of that. So let's go ahead, slap that bad boy into that, and send this thing off into space to be seen again in 12 minutes. So those programmable splitters are a huge win, because I really wanted those to actually make a storage, like a proper storage facility, so I could just program stuff to go off in the certain containers without having to take up a whole bunch of room. So what we'll do is we'll make like a main line coming in with all of the stuff off of a factory that's making all the stuff, because we have iron over here. We have a whole bunch of crappy little nodes that we can take advantage of to make that little factory. So I'm thinking this area over here is going to end up being our storage facility. We'll have to come up with a modular design so we can keep expanding it, both in the production and the storage side. And then most likely, I think over here or even further over this way is where we should do our supercomputer stuff, because we're slowly running out of room. Or I can even stack the supercomputer on top of here, which I think would actually be pretty damn cool. I can't wait till they start adding more stuff into the game aesthetically, so that I can start building walls, and they have more for purpose, right? Because they can carry power and everything. It'll be nice once all that stuff comes in. But let's take a look and see how much longer we have on this. Okay, so we're only half done. I'm gonna wait this one out here and just kind of get everything stored and organized. And we'll take a look at those programmable splitters to see what they need to be made. Alright, so for programmable splitters, these are not cheap at all. We're going to need heavy modular frames, motor, not a big deal. We still have tons of those. I've slowly exhausted my resources that I overstocked with my original starter buildings, which actually has worked out really well. But because I'm starting to run out of that, I'm thinking our storage facilities should be our next priority as we unlock more. So we'll go out, get some more hard drives, try to unlock some more so that we don't end up with like super huge plants, and I can build stuff a little more efficiently, because our supercomputer, our computer plant could actually be much smaller now that the update's out and I found that computer recipe, but that's okay. We also need to get our quartz coming in too on the main bus line, so I got to figure that out eventually. But I got 5 minutes to kill here before this goes down, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact. I can just take a quick look around here and try to visualize how I want to do this plant. So I think the storage facility actually is going to have a small footprint, but it's going to be tall because we can go vertically now. We have the double storage, we have elevators, we have smart splitters, so I only need a limited amount of lines in on that main bus. We can mix items into those lines as long as I'm pulling the items off of that line that need to go into storage. So the only downfall of something like that is if I take everything out of one, it could get backed up with different items, so I'm not sure how we're going to handle that. That's a logistic thing though. That'll be part of the challenge, but I do think going vertically with a storage would actually be pretty damn cool. Now, the production plant is probably something that'll be the bigger footprint, so I think we'll easily be able to fit the production plant in here. No problem, and maybe a vertical storage in this area, and actually leave a lot of this over here untouched, and maybe supercomputers over here. But once again, until we actually build it, we won't know. Now we should be pretty close to having that research finished. And it is finished. So the iron ingot came up again. We have another alternate blueprint for the Nobelisk. What does it take now to build that? 5, 5, and 1. I don't really see a use for this at the moment. I'm sure maybe there's some sort of production down the line we need to do for that. What does this save us here? So for now we need some cable, some iron plates, but this one produces a little more with some rubber and AI limiter. Wow, these alternate blueprints actually start getting a little crazy in the end. I'm going to get this more basic one here for the iron ingot because we can produce more of these with copper and iron. And now that I'm thinking about it, probably a better idea for our main production floor for our storage for all the comet items I'm going to need. So let's go ahead and actually grab that iron one. That's pretty sweet. So I'm going to get another one launched here, guys. And unfortunately, I've run out of time for today's episode. But I do have a project in mind. So when I go to work today, I'm going to kind of think it over, mull it over, and try to come up with a design in my mind and down on paper. And we'll give her a go. I think a storage facility would be cool with the smart splitters and everything else. It'll be much more compact and fun to build in my opinion. I won't have to do any spaghetti. So if you guys like the video, remember hit that like button. It does help. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I will see you in the next video. Stay classy and remember, back up them game saves. Peace out, guys. Fist boop.